Hi everybody, Dan Illman here with the DRF race of the day for Friday, September the 23rd. It's race number 8 at Belmont at the Big A. It's the Joseph A. Gimma Stakes. We're going 7/8 of a mile. These are 2-year-old filly New York breds. I'll be back with the full preview after this very brief message. Want to view free Formulator past performances for this race? Head to the Race of the Day page at DRF.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel and bet this card with DRF Bets. Here's the field for the Joseph A. Gimma. We have 7 decent 2-year-old fillies in here, horses with a lot of promise, several with good early speed. The number 2 Security Code comes off of a maiden win in her second lifetime start for trainer Phil Serpy, who has had a very strong year with his 2-year-olds. It's a fairly evenly matched group, so let's take a look at the Timeform US pace projector and try to sort out where they'll be after the first quarter mile or so. The number 1 Small Pebbles, the number 3 Saichi. These are horses shipping down from Finger Lakes. Small Pebbles was way too fast for Saichi when they met. In both horses' career debuts, Saichi showed much better speed second time out when Small Pebbles wasn't in the race. I would think breaking from the inside post, Small Pebbles will show speed. Lady Mine has chased some solid fractions in her career. I expect her to be close, and perhaps the number 7 Miracle wasn't as close to the pace last time out due to an outside post position in a wet track. Maybe she'll be in a nice position in the second flight. Let's start things off with Small Pebbles, and we'll watch that career debut where she dusted Saichi. This was at Finger Lakes back in August, and she just made an uncontested early lead. She was the favorite in this race. She was no surprise, and the daughter of the Fleet Stallion Bustin' Stones kept right on rolling to win with only a 42 Beyer speed figure. Now, we know these 2-year-old fillies, they can improve by leaps and bounds from day to day. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Small Pebbles improves on the Beyer scale. She's going to have to. She's facing horses that have run much faster thus far in their abbreviated careers. I like the number 2 Security Code's career debut. She ran into Maple Leaf Mel, who's one of the better, if not the best, New York bred 2-year-old filly right now. She ran well in that race over a speed-favoring track. She tracked outside. She was ridden along on the turn. It was just a good experience builder for her, finishing second, and she came right back and she scored second time out in very professional fashion in this, the slower division of New York bred maiden special weights at Saratoga on September the 2nd. She was on the outside, chasing wide, and once she made the lead, she keeps on to her business. She kept up with a pretty fast pace in this race. The pace should be solid in the Joseph A. Gimma on Friday, and I'm not worried at all about 7 furlongs. This dam was a 2-year-old grade 3 placed performer, and Security Code is a half to 2 stakes winners. One of them, Blue It, could certainly go longer distances. The number 3 is Saichi, second best to Small Pebbles in her career debut. She made Small Pebbles look good in Saichi's second start. This race at Finger Lakes back in early September, where she went right to the lead over a wet track. She opened up 3 lengths in the blink of an eye, and she strolled on home to win by almost 8. Now, she didn't have to go very fast. Half mile and 47 and 2. You have to think they're going to go quicker in the early portion of this stakes race, but she improved her Beyer speed figure 30 points off her career debut, and she has the speed to be close to the pace. Note that she is yet to race on a fast race track. The number 4 is Lady Mine, and trainer James Chapman, it seems year after year, takes inexpensive 2-year-olds and just gets the most out of them, whether they become stakes placed, whether they become graded stakes placed. Lady Mine won at Saratoga in a New York bred maiden special 2 starts back, then gave a very good try against the aforementioned Maple Leaf Mel in this race, the Seeking the Ante. She attacked favored Maple Leaf Mel on the second turn. She drew within about a neck of the winner, and she just gets rebuffed in the final 16th. Maple Leaf Mel is just likely better than she is at this point in her career. Lady Mine, though, has some experience. She's run 4 times. She's now paired up by her tops of 63. She draws outside 2 of the other speeds with the tactical speed to work out a stalking trip while in the clear. Things are looking up for Lady Mine, and it seems like she's in a pretty good spot. The 5 is Le Bon Temps, and maybe you can make some excuses for her last couple of races. Her most recent start, the Seeking the Ante, where she finished behind Lady Mine, it was a wet track, and she just sort of spun her wheels while racing on the outside. 2 starts back at Churchill Downs against open stakes foes, she was able to hit the board when running third, but that was a speed-favoring track in a race dominated by Wonder Wheel. Le Bon Temps might be able to come from off the pace if the pace is fast, and it's first time Michael Maker. We've said this many times on Race of the Days in the past, stakes previews here on DRFTV in the past. When Maker gets a horse for the first time, they seem to improve. He knows where to place these horses. Gambling Girl is up next for trainer Todd Pletcher, and she came through in her third lifetime start. This at Saratoga on August the 24th, and this is what's known as winning easily. She advanced into a teeth of the hot pace and then was just simply too good for this field. She runs off and wins by 11 lengths. Only a 55 Buyer's speed figure. I liked her career debut back at Belmont in the spring. She just didn't show a lot of early speed. She was floated widest going into the turn, but she finished okay with a nice gallop out, and it was kind of a carbon copy second time out. She doesn't have that early speed, but it was nice that she was able to make a mid-race move in her most recent start and sustain it. The pace could be there for her, and I have a feeling we've yet to see her best, although after 3 starts, the Buyer is kind of plateaued in the mid-50s, and she must do better. Miracle is up next, and Miracle was a nice debut winner at Saratoga. She won by 6. She's a daughter of a hot first-crop siren, Mendelssohn, and she has the wet track excuse when finishing behind Lady Mine last time out in the Seeking the Ante. This is going to be her third lifetime start. She earned a very respectable Buyer speed figure first time out, and this outside post gives Flavien Prat a lot of options, where I think he's going to break running on Miracle and try to settle into a good position while racing in the clear. It's really a fun race on Friday. Before we get to my top selection, please click the subscribe button on the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel for all the latest DRFTV video franchises. For my top pick in the Joseph A. Gimma, I'm going to go with the 4 Lady Mine, who made that mid-race move at Maple Leaf Mel, was put on a hard chase and just was rebuffed. I don't think there's a filly the quality of Maple Leaf Mel in this race, and I think a good trip is coming for Lady Mine. And even though Chapman does very good work with these kind of horses, his horses often go off at playable prices. So Lady Mine is where I'm going to go. Curious to see where these Finger Lakes horses wind up, horses like War Saichi and Small Pebbles. I think Security Code will run well also. But Lady Mine, my top pick in the Friday race of the day. It's the Joseph A. Gimma at Belmont at the Big A. Good luck.